for this coming weekend, actually. Catch that man in a Peach outfit, because that was his compendium goal.
Absolutely. I love it when players make those kind of compendium goals for themselves like that, little fun things like that.
I mean, yeah, it's a good way to...
I mean, I know that's how it works, literally, but like, yeah, you know what I mean. It looks like we're already hopping directly into it, too. BlazingPasta, representing Pennsylvania, and Philadelphia specifically.
Yep.
Going up against DarkMatter, here to represent New Jersey, all the way to winners, semifinals, here at the Forge. Let's get right into it.
So now this is an interesting matchup, because this is really a matter of who's going to approach first, but you're actually seeing DarkMatter going on the offensive pretty quickly, trying to rack up as much damage as possible, but Peach, being one of the better characters in this game, easily able to actually start to get out of it. Now this is all going to come down to a matter of, can DarkMatter keep the pressure up on BlazingPasta? Because the second that Pasta gets some sort of advantage, it's kind of hard to get out of it.
Correct me if I'm wrong, I think these two played at the last Platinum. I don't exactly remember, and I think BlazingPasta was the victor in that set. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I think I might have been casting that, but, you know, it was a while ago at this point. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, BlazingPasta, of course. Ooh, I like the aggressive side.
BlazingPasta was in the winner's side of the last Platinum Star, got upset, or not, got reset by Gons
twice. Yeah, that I remember, because that was like 9 grueling games of great Gonzalez Palutena goodness. Anyway, we are here on Town and City. Back air, not going to do it just yet. He was actually just kissing the blast zone on that part, and it's actually,
turn up play, that's actually going to do it.
Do it right there. Tried to get the wall bounce all the way up, but just
too far
kissing
down.
The bottom of the stage right there, not close enough.
Too far down, and like basically middle of the bottom of the stage. Almost had zero chance to come back from that.
He was in his worst as the back row was going to take the stock. He was in his worst of a position as he could really have possibly been right there. But I mean, he tried his best. He didn't give up. That's like the #1 thing that's in the opening cutscene of every single Smash game ever. If you get launched off the stage, don't give up. They always say that. Then they tell you how to use uppies. Good SDI coming out from BlazingPasta right there to get out of the PK fire to avoid being grabbed. It's the same in a lot of games, but this game particularly, I feel like it's very easy to SDI out of PK fire.
Oh, I absolutely agree. Like, you see a lot of people complain.
That stick.
You see a lot of people complain about that move, and for good reason. It's still an annoying
It's a
move,
noob killer, for
but
sure.
like, it's so easy to get out of if you just know how to actually SDI. Oh my god! If you know how to snipe, though, that's an even easier way to get the kill.
420.
So right now, DarkMatter doing what he needed to do, though, trying to get this pressure on him, but BlazingPasta in the lead currently. This back throw's not going to do it. DarkMatter coming out, trying to catch him with the PK Thunder to no avail, but catches him with that.
Ooh, walking the dog
down
just
smash.
a little bit, telling heal BlazingPasta. Forcing him off the left side of the blast zone right there as the down smash for the Ness yo-yo does in fact hang below the ledge, as well as Peach's feet, giving him the multiple stanky leg into the down smash. I thought he was just going to do it.
My
and he does
God.
with the suicide forward air. He would have been, he used his jump, didn't he?
I need you to realize that BlazingPasta didn't let DarkMatter back to the stage after like 4 attempts.
Dude.
You even saw it on DarkMatter's face. He was surprised that he couldn't get back to stage. It went for like 4 separate attempts. 4 different attempts, mind you. It's not like he got hit out of one. He's like, okay, let me try this again. He tried 4 different ways to get back to the stage. Each one failed. Each one Pasta had an answer for until he went all the way down with that forward air. Amazing play by BlazingPasta. Going into this game 2 now.
He used his jump, did he not?
I believe so.
That was a suicide fair. That was last stock. That was so hype. Am I mistaken?
I think he used his jump.
Am I the only person who thinks that's just completely asinine? Because I feel like it is.
He was confident with it.
Yeah. Confidence is what makes a man.
You gotta understand, Peach also has one of the slowest falls with her recovery in the game because she can just float with it. Not a matter of the actual Peach float, it's the floating of the umbrella as that up smash kills.
Yeah.
So even using his last jump, he's gonna fall a lot slower than Ness would.
That's true. I didn't even take that into account. Good thinking, my young ward. There's the Toad down throw into the neutral air right there. Catching that DI, actually, he recognized that he was DIing away from Peach right there, and he knew that the percent was low enough to the point where like Ness wasn't going to get launched behind him, so he didn't back air and instead just did a neutral air instead because he knew that had a much better chance of hitting. There's very good character awareness and knowledge coming out from BlazingPasta right there. He's trying to work out a little bit of a situation for him, but he is still down a stock right now, getting juggled by the PK Thunder ones, getting hit right in the butt with that one again as he tried to run away from it.
Yeah, that's one of DarkMatter's favorite tools to use while he's off stage. And that back throw is one of his favorite kill options. Now, we saw, this is a completely opposite game from what we saw in Game 1. We saw BlazingPasta really take control of that game, especially towards the end. But right now, this game is all DarkMatter, about to tie it up in percentage with still all 3 stocks.
Yeah, he's on the same stage too, man. This is just raw adaptation at its absolute finest right here.
And I think that's one of DarkMatter's strongest, I think that's one of his greatest skills. He's adapts so well.
I feel like you have to with a character like Ness, who has such a linear game plan for against so many other characters, but that can be easily stuffed out by a lot of good characters. I feel like you have to know how to mix yourself properly and play in certain ways and changing your way and adapting essentially when you have to, if you want to be able to perform at this high of a level with a character like him.
Especially with an opponent not only like BlazingPasta, but with a character like Peach. This character is so dangerous.
Stupid good. There we go, double jump. Holding the shield the entire time is BlazingPasta, dropping it right, unfortunately, when he gets when the up air comes out, though. DarkMatter still up a stock, naring to catch the turn up and throwing it away so he can up beat back and snatch the ledge, but the booty bump in the face for DarkMatter is going to seal his first stock away, but he is still up a resounding 2-1 with a remarkable lead, which can go away in the blink of an eye if you get caught in the Peach Vortex like this. Forward air definitely safe on block, into the dash attack here, and the side B to carry it all the way off. My goodness, what a beautiful 0 to death from BlazingPasta.
This is exactly what we're talking about. This character is a super dangerous character, can change the tide of battle and with a snap of her fingers, just like a little Thanos right there. And right now, this is a situation that DarkMatter, we were saying DarkMatter had it in firm control. Yes, he's still up by a good percent. His back though is going to do it. So, wait a second.
It lied. And he used the hit of the up B. He used the parasol to get around the turnip too, because that hitbox is above Peach.
So as I was saying before,
now you should be dead.
Nope.
No, still not. Not close enough.
This is still a dangerous situation to be in for DarkMatter. For a lot of that. The past couple minutes, BlazingPasta has that firm control, and yes, DarkMatter regained it, but how quick can that momentum go away with one string from BlazingPasta?
God, if he didn't run out of stage right there, that would have been a meaty forward air to end it all there.
That's it.
And now he's down.
That's it.
Wow.
You gotta understand.
My goodness.
Now, here's the thing. I personally think, now this is coming from someone who doesn't play Ness, so this could be completely wrong. However, I think he may have had the opportunity to come back if he actually took the PK Thunder right instead of going left with it. Instead of going reverse clockwise, he should have just gone regular clockwise and may have had the chance. Because you're more likely, when doing it reverse clockwise, to go to the up and right.
He would have essentially had to go straight.
It would have had to be. It would have had to be perfect.
From where he was.
But I feel like there would have been more of a chance. But this is the stuff I'm talking about. BlazingPasta was in disadvantage for a lot of that match. But the second that second stock happened, he took firm control. Yes, DarkMatter got it back for a second there. But BlazingPasta is so good at just turning the tides when you think he's completely out of it. This character is so good at just putting constant pressure and constant damage output.
I couldn't have said that any better myself, my friend. I mean, you could think of a way. I could sit here and try to think of one, but I don't think that's necessary. And that's interesting right there. The forward air actually beating out the booty bump from Peach. I think the hitbox only comes out on connection right there, but the hitbox of the Ness forward air was just so big that it wound up eating the, literally eating the ass before it,
got the down smash actually on the ledge. That is really dangerous situation to be in again. If you're anyone, it doesn't matter which character you are. If you're facing a Ness, the worst place you want to be is off stage and see him start charging a down smash at ledge. Yeah. It is so scary. It's not as good as it was before the patches, but it is still very scary.
Trying to catch him with the rising forward air, going for a hard read. It's DarkMatter in the center, just charging up the bat right there. BlazingPasta, of course, not falling for that.
See, one of my favorite things actually about watching Peach players is I'm just waiting for that turnip RNG. I'm waiting for something. I'm waiting for a stitch. I'm waiting for a bomb, and something's going to go crazy when that happens. I've seen so many different times where Peach players have just gone off the second they get that good turnip RNG.
Yeah, dude, I've seen BlazingPasta, when me and Stu were literally talking about bombs on commentary, he pulled one. We were going nuts.
That up air, not going to do it.
Town and City has the highest vertical ceiling of all the legal stages.
Yep.
So, as opposed to the last game in which it had the lowest. So, in a really good mash out from BlazingPasta, back though with that much rage on Ness, maybe would have potentially killed from center stage. I'm not completely sure, but, whatever. That's the past. This is the now. And the poor angle coming out from DarkMatter. He's going to be able to do it right there. Everybody's going nuts for their boy Leon in the other room for sure. I think
but
that's what's
I'm sure
happening.
at home right now, Philadelphia's going crazy for the stuff that BlazingPasta is putting on right now.
I'm sure they've been going crazy for this guy for like, does the back row going to do it for the past couple months with how well this guy's been performing.
All of Philly has been doing insanely well, and Philly invaded here today, and Philly doing an amazing job keeping up with NJ and NY today. They want to prove that they're one of the better regions here, but right now, they've got to get past DarkMatter, and DarkMatter really taking it to BlazingPasta at this point, juggling, getting the nair to send BlazingPasta back onto stage. Turnip coming, that was,
Back air, gonna launch him off stage, forcing him to recover with the PK Thunder 2, tossing him up, reads the jump with the back air right there, down tilt to the forward air, classic. Turnip's off, if that would have hit, it would have led to a spicy situation, my friend, but DarkMatter able to work his way around it, back on the stage, still firmly in the stock advantage right now. Pretty much completely lapping BlazingPasta in percent and in games. That back throw is going to do it right there. DarkMatter putting himself on the board.
No, that's a momentum that DarkMatter needed in this matchup. He was down 2-0 to BlazingPasta in his home territory. He had that game too. He had that game too, well endowed, but just couldn't capitalize, couldn't finish it off. He was in the last stretch of the race and tripped and fell. As BlazingPasta just zoomed past him. He needed that win. He's got it. The momentum's on his side now, and now it's all a matter of if he can keep it up. He needs to make sure that he can keep this momentum going into this Game 4 now.
Absolutely. Couldn't have said that better myself, my friend. Momentum is definitely a huge, heavy, important factor of competitive Super Smash Bros. Tournament play. You know,
oh my God. There's that Turnip RNG, boys. We're starting the match, starting Game 4 with the Stitch. I was so excited.
That was a long fly ball. That was just going.
See, a New Jersey Peach would have done something with that. I'm just saying.
No, well, a New Jersey Peach is going to MomoCon. Yeah. So.
And a Philadelphia Peach is
and
also
a Philadelphia Peach. Except only one of them has to eat ghost peppers.
Anyway.
What a stupid child. Anyway.
Phone throw coming out from DarkMatter, but BlazingPasta immediately just right back on stage.
Wow, the up tilt actually beating out Peach's back air right there. I thought for sure that BlazingPasta got the hitbox out, and maybe he did, but I figured if like any of Ness's moves would beat something like Peach's back air, which has a pretty huge hitbox. I did not think it would be the up tilt, but here we are, my friend. Trying to catch him with the back air right there to launch him off again. The neutral air will do it just to suffice. Trying to catch him with a down smash by the ledge right there.
The low
not going to do it right there. Definitely a little bit afraid of the hitbox.
The low flow by Peach is just something incredible to watch because it's so dangerous. And that back throw is even more dangerous. One of the best back throws in Smash Ultimate. And right now, BlazingPasta down the stock by DarkMatter at 89%. Especially with a character like Peach for BlazingPasta, this won't take much more to come back and take the stock and even this game up in this Game 4. Reminder, all BlazingPasta needs is this last game, and he continues on in winners. So this is all on DarkMatter now. This is DarkMatter's game to lose. He needs to keep the momentum strong for last game, but BlazingPasta saying, no, this is my game. This is my tournament.
There you go. Catching him with the PK Thunder. Not PK Thunder, with the PK Fire right there. DIing away and actually able to tech into the ground. He might have been DIing down and away, or either just straight down to be able to get that tech situation off the down tilt right there, which allowed him to get out away from the Peach combo before it even started, which was really, really good, because that is what you want to be doing against a character like Peach, you know, because once she catches you in that vortex, there's really not so much very many characters can do to get out of that. Her combos are just so potent and meaty in this game because of the increased damage off of short hops, of short hop aerials, and that being essentially negated by her float mechanic, which is huge. Narrowly avoiding the turn up right there just by holding directly in to make it back to the stage. The angle just a little bit off from BlazingPasta right there. And he's trying to hit him again, and DarkMatter is just, he's playing the turn-up game. He's walking around them when he has to.
These are some nice directional air dodges straight into the ledge to avoid this great turn-up play from BlazingPasta.
Yeah, Ness has one of the best air dodges in this game still. Even in a game where, like, you know, you don't have, like, long air dodges, and instead, like, they're way laggier, he still somehow has the best air dodge in the game because it travels more distance than almost any other character. I think the only one above him probably being Puff. Jigglypuff's air dodge goes incredibly far as well.
He's gonna do it.
As that up air, he's going to be able to take the stock right there. Down to the last stock. DarkMatter on his winner's bracket stock, as BlazingPasta is going to try and fight his way into winner's finals by taking one more stock against DarkMatter. That is all he needs. That's all he wants right now, ladies and gentlemen. Besides to, of course, win this tournament. He's going to get the back air to the dash attack. A clutch air dodge coming out from DarkMatter that could have potentially spelled disaster for him right there. throwing the turnips down, got 2 winky faces in a row. Toad punching Ness directly in his crotch, and he's gonna find his way back on stage because of it anyway. Yeah, I was actually really impressed by DarkMatter's perseverance right there. I mean, I would, as a Ness main, you know, I would imagine that as a Ness main, like, you really want to, like, you really need to know how to, like, tech and have a good offstage presence, because, like, your recovery is just so exploitable by so many characters, especially ones with a projectile as good as Peach, you know?
This is a really dangerous situation for DarkMatter right now. DarkMatter on the ledge. One of Peach's best traits is just keeping you off that stage. That turnip play is just so good. But DarkMatter able to actually do a really good job with getting back. Only getting the tail, the forward throw coming out from Peach. DarkMatter recovering straight to ledge. What are his options here? Decides to go with that back throw. Gonna do it. And DarkMatter falls into losers as Philadelphia's BlazingPasta continues on in the winner's side here at the Forge.
Yeah, DarkMatter knowing he dropped that game with that clutch play on game number 2 that BlazingPasta was able to bring back from him with that reverse 3 stock in that second one. He reeled his head back as he knew he could have won that game, but he kept on pressing on, knew he had good momentum, but unfortunately for him it just wasn't enough. And as him being the competitor that he is, shakes his head, knowing that, not shakes his head, nods his head, I should say. That's the complete opposite of what I was trying to get at. Nods his head, knowing that he got outplayed, knowing what the situation was and how to adapt for next time and how to continue pressing on as a competitor for Super Smash Bros. You don't sit down, you don't quit, you keep going no matter what it was, no matter what the situation happened, regardless if you